marriage is a combination of two persons that are not perfect, right? However, these two persons are either more, in every situation, they are more and less. So if a guy has bad spending habits, what will be best for him? It will be dating somebody who has good spending habits. Budgeting is a structure. Nobody grows just like that. Alarm is a structure. For instance, when we use prayer now as a context, prayer, alarm is a set alarm.
Yeah.
Prayer time is a structure. Don't just wake up today and say, I will pray. You will not pray. You say, no, I will pray by one. Prayer place is a structure. Setting your alarm is a structure. Prayer partner is a structure. If you don't have a structure, you'll be distracted. So your finance should also have a structure.
So welcome back to Answering Biggest Questions with Raymond King. So it's an honor to have you once again, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. So we have this question on relationship still.
Okay.
Yes, it hovers around finances.
Okay.
So the first question that is asked is, why do people argue about money in relationship?
Give us the context around the argument.
Yes.
One of the major reasons why some sensible people will argue in that context that we're talking about is because they want a good marriage. They want to financially secure them. So if that's the basis from which the argument is coming, then it's a good argument. They should argue.
Okay. What about a guy that is earning well, but his spending habit is bad?
So a man is earning well and his spending habit is bad. Let me tell you, in marriage, I'm talking about marriage now because relationship into marriage. Rehearsal.
Yes.
Rehearse. Do Tuesday rehearsal, maybe do Friday or Saturday rehearsal,
Sunday
so that you sing on Sunday. So the way you rehearse is the way Sunday administration will be.
Yes.
Preparation is what will determine how the Sunday service will be.
Yes,
so relationship will determine marriage. All right. So in marriage, we always find out that marriage is a combination of two persons that are not perfect, right? However, these two persons are either more, in every situation, they are more and less. Let me give an example. When people quarrel in marriage, the quarrel, even in relationship, the quarrel is from a point of more and less.
Yeah.
For instance, I'm arguing. I say, I don't like what my wife is doing. She always does this, or she sometimes does this. I feel that she does this, feel that she does that, and does that. If I talk like this, it's because I'm talking from the point where I'm always giving and she's not giving. So I'm more in that area. When your woman is complaining that, I don't know, this guy doesn't love me. He doesn't even post about me. He doesn't even do this. It's because you are always posting.
Yeah.
But the guy is not posting. In my case, that would be my case. My wife is more of the social media person than I am. When I was telling them this one of my meetings, I said, the program for that day, she designed it 5 days to go, 4 days to go, 3 days to go, is tomorrow, which she designed all those things and gave me. Only one I posted 5 days to go. The rest, I did not put. The video that we did, the short videos I do, around the house when we just talk about some certain questions. The one that I posted that year, I think I posted about the man, not the head of the woman. I posted about that. And then she was the one that made me, she didn't make me post it, I just remember the game. She didn't make me post it. She posted it on my Facebook page. She was the one that went to my Facebook page and posted what she edited. So, that thing would have been a big quarrel.
Yeah.
Because in that area, she's more. In another area, I am more. She's less.
Yeah.
So arguments will come from that point. So marriage is like that. So if a guy has bad spending habits, what will be best for him? It will be dating somebody who has good spending habits.
Yes, sir.
Good managerial skill. Not the person that will be encouraging you, my brother, they won't spend rich. They spend rich. You will both bankrupt soon. No matter how much you earn.
And she will leave.
She will leave. No matter how much you earn, it will never be enough. Because expenditures will keep rising. If they increase your salary, you discover, since we are talking about money. I think Pastor Kingsley said something. Said in their relationship, in their marriage right now, the woman is the one in charge of their finances. The woman is the one in charge of their finances. Because she's the one, if you leave it for him alone, he said one day he went out and he came back, he bought 2 dogs. See, he just likes it. He said he wanted to buy one. The wife was like, okay, why did you buy one? He said if he buys one, who will be playing with the second one? So now I have to buy 2 so they will play together. And she said sometimes she will just stay there and she'll be thinking he has money. She doesn't know that he doesn't have, he has spent all the money because of the way he's spending. He has spent the last one. So there now has to be structure. Budgeting is a structure. Nobody grows just like that. In any area of your life, if you don't have a structure, see, 5 years ago, you told yourself that the next 5 years, my God, this is that 5 years now. Where is your life? So some people even check their life is even worse than it was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, you started this year, this is 2024, we're in November. When you started this year, you told yourself, this year,
I must make it.
This year,
my
finance, this one will happen. My spiritual life, this one will happen. I will pray. Make sure I pray every day before March. I've finished reading the Bible.
I've finished
this
10
is
books
November.
per month.
10 books. Now you have the one that you started. You have been struggling to finish with 10. Without structure, if you don't have a structure on ground, for instance, like when I was sitting in some place, I told people, alarm is a structure. For instance, let me use prayer now as a context. Prayer, alarm is set alarm.
Yeah.
Prayer time is a structure. Don't just wake up today and say, I will pray. You will not pray. You say, no, I will pray by 1. So when somebody calls you, oh, so babe, what do you do by 12:30? Because I know you have to go somewhere before 5 will be back. Say, no, I cannot go. I have something to do by 1. Why? Because you set a time. So prayer time is a structure. Prayer place is a structure. Setting your alarm is a structure. Prayer partner is a structure. Because sometimes you may feel weak to pray at that time. And the prayer partner just calls you, all right, it's time for prayer. You don't have any...
You just have to do it.
Eventually, you are praying. After a while, it becomes part of your system because of the structure you created. You must have a structure. Yes, in Acts chapter 6, the disciple says, choose among you 7 men of honest God, full of the Holy Ghost. You know that story. He says, and that we may give ourselves continually to prayer and to the ministry of the word. Because they must concentrate on prayer and consistent prayer and study, they had to create a structure that will cater for what they needed at that time. So they're not distracted. If you don't have a structure, you'll be distracted. So your finance should also have a structure. All right, where do I want to be financially in the next 5 years? What am I doing now? Where is my financial state now? Okay, what is the vehicle that can carry me from where I am? Where I'm going to go to. If I want to go from here to is 1, for instance, or let me use somewhere from here to area 1.
Yeah.
Right? So I can decide to trek. Trekking is a vehicle. You get there, but I don't know when. You will eventually get there.
Yeah.
But that's a vehicle. Bike or bicycle is a vehicle. It's another vehicle that is faster than somebody who is trekking. Then the motorbike, is a vehicle that is faster than the bicycle. So the bicycle will take more energy. At the point you have to get tired and rest. By that time, you might have gotten to a certain place.
Yeah.
The person that is trekking is still at Guaco. But these are all vehicles. Then somebody else is driving. And then sometimes it also depends on the kind of car again that you're driving. And then somebody else is flying. Somebody else is taking a plane. You won't imagine how fast the person gets there.
Yeah.
And then somebody else is taking a jet. These are all different vehicles. So, but the question is, where are you now? What do you have that can take you to where you're going to? So from where you are, you must start from savings. If you are earning, no matter how little you are earning, have a structure.
But some people do not agree with savings. They believe that savings is just you keeping up. The moment you stop earning, even your savings starts dying. So people believe in investing more than savings.
So what are you investing? Somebody who gets 50K salary now. Let me use 50K salary. What does he want to invest in? 50,000. That's the salary. That's the whole salary. Yeah. You should remember that they just paid him salary, and throughout the month he was not trekking to work.
Yeah.
He was biking or doing whatever. Transportation to work is in that salary. Feeding for the month is in that salary. So what kind of investment will he do? Is it Ponzi scheme? If you want him to do Ponzi scheme, go and find 3 people. Or those kind of things.
Yeah.
I'll just put 10K here. Before 1 month, you are a millionaire. All those stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not saying multi-level marketing is. Multi-level marketing is actually a good business. Let me tell you what I said. Multi-level marketing, affiliate and the rest. Yes. When they say register with a certain amount, go and bring people. I'm not against that. Why? Because they will pay you based on the commission of the people that you bring.
Yeah.
I'm not against that. But the problem is, with the person you bring, will you be able to bring another people? That's why we always have problems. So when I mentioned that, I didn't mention that putting them in the same level, because it's not like somebody saying, put your money there, just go and spend. You cannot earn anything if you don't bring people that will in turn be investments in the system. So I'm not against that.
Yeah, fair.
All right.
I understand. Yeah.
What was I even talking about?
We're talking about
savings.
Savings, yes.
Good. So somebody who earns 50K, you may decide, okay, there's a business I want to invest in. There's an investment I want to do. And maybe the investment is 200K or 250K. You sit down and ask yourself, how much can I save? This is January. How much can I begin to save from my salary? Especially, let me talk about somebody who is even young. I mean, if you are young and you're not married yet, very good for you. You can plan your life. Begin to save. Budgeting. When you sit down and you budget your finance, I used to tell people, sometimes learn to say no without feeling guilty. You know, every request that comes, you just send money. If not, there's what we call communal impoverishment. The whole community will gather you. Because you say, hey, if I don't help my family, if I don't help this person, if I don't help this person. Now you help that person, all of you are not poor.
Nobody to help.
Nobody to help anybody. But what if you have a goal and tell them, everybody, don't want to tell yourself, I'm not going to help anybody for the next 5 years. Because I need help. Me right now, I even need help. But I have a goal. In the next 5 years, I'm going to pick one person also and help that person. And I'll tell that person, have a goal of 5 years. So in the next 5 years ago, that person would have stabilized while I'm helping somebody else. So that way, within a span of 20 years, we would have stabilized some people who will be more hands to help other people. Do you get the point?
Yes.
So we can't just sit down and say we want to help everybody. No, you can't.
Especially with little.
Little. So what do? You focus on your life and grow. You budget. Part of the budget is your savings. You now say, okay, my salary is such amount of money. How much do I need for transportation? You know you're going to pay rent at the end of the year. If I divide my rent by 12 months, how much do I need to be saving every month? You write it down. You put it. When you finish scattering your 50K, you discover that. How much do I now have for frivolities? No problem. As long as I can feed, I'll manage myself to feed. If it's once a day I can feed, I'll manage myself and feed once a day. You are young. The Bible says it's good for a young man to carry the burden in the days of his youth. So you should eat once a day now. It's okay.
Not bad.
It's not bad. When you have a budget, when somebody comes to you and says, bros, I beg, do you have 5K? You actually don't. Even if you have money in savings, you don't have 5K. Why?